Before we start off with today's episode, make sure to check out the Fuku store below and use the discount code for 20% off your entire purchase. fuku.xyz. Be bold, be you. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's video, where today we're going to be looking at EXO once again with Mama, because this has been recommended by a couple of you guys on the last video, and so I thought, why not just continue the flow? From a personal point of view, I must say that the name Mama is quite an interesting name to choose for a title. It might be explained with the song and might be explained with the MV, but that is something that I still need to discover. But like always, guys, if you do want to see more K-pop content like this on YouTube, all you have to do is make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and I'll make sure that I'll continue these series, because it seems like a lot of you guys enjoy it. And of course, make sure to come join the Discord. The Discord is there, open, and we are discussing a lot of topics, so make sure to join it as well. And I would just say, let's jump into EXO with Mama. Alrighty, let's see what Mama is all about. It's quite a long video actually, it's 6 minutes.
Through their 12 forces, nurtured the tree of life.
It's a very interesting take. Like, I can imagine that this is going to be a bit of a longer MV to look at, which I'm totally okay with. But do they only have this with an English language? Like, is this part only in English, or do they also have maybe a Korean version just for the Koreans? Maybe you guys know.
Created the evil which coveted the heart of tree of life, and the heart slowly grew dry.
I love the animation, by the way. It reminds me a little bit of Avatar: The Last Earthbender. Is it like that? I think it is. Yeah, Avatar: The Last Earthbender. I really like the animation. It's very detailed and it's full of lines, aka it's full of detail and it's not bland. Whoever did the artistic work here, fantastic, really nice.
The legends hereby divide the tree in half and hide each side. Hence, time is overturned and space turns askew. The 12 forces divide into two and create two suns that look alike, into two worlds that seem alike. The legends travel apart. The legends shall now see the same sky, but shall...
I must say, this is literally the most intense intro to any MV that I have seen in any movie or any MV or anything I've seen on this channel so far. This seems as if it could literally be the start of an Avenger movie or a Disney movie. It is that intense. It reminds me a little bit of the intensity of Atlantis, the Lost City. Really, really crazy. Who came up with this idea? Who actually thought this would be amazing? But maybe this is the start to that EXO universe. Maybe that is going to come out right now as well.
Different grounds shall stand on the same ground, but shall see different skies. The day the grounds beget a single file before one sky.
It's so intense, but it's so beautiful to look at as well.
Legends will greet each other. The day the red forces purify and the 12 forces reunite into one perfect root. A new world shall open up.
Okay, I think the video is going to start now, at least the proper MV. My God, this is intense. Like, it's literally one of the most intense starts that I saw in a long time. And I know I just said this, but now that I saw it, I really just need to, you know, just relax a little bit, because there is a lot of things going on and it really just seems as if something is hyping up to something that's going to be bigger. Let's see if the MV or the video is going to get bigger than what we got discovered with the intro. It's intense. So these are basically the warriors, if not mistaken. Oh, I mean, that were the signs, if I understood the story correctly. And this is also what some of you guys tried to explain to me, that they all have superpowers. So now I think I understand where you guys were talking about, you know, when you're talking about EXO has an EXO universe. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I just want to stop here already, you know, a little bit, because I like to talk about the set as well. I think the set design is very simple. It sets the mood, it sets the tone, very black, very mysterious, lots of fog, and all of a sudden there is a light from the top. What does it all mean? We don't know. Of course, I don't know because I haven't seen it yet, but it's just a very, Very well executed set, full of details. And of course, you might argue that they could have maybe hit some of these lights because they are sticking out a little bit too much. Maybe put them lower or cover them up somehow. But it's really just a beautiful set to look at, full of intensity. And then that music starts. Hold up. Where did the clothes go to? Like literally, we went from them wearing these cloaks to... boom. Nearly... I don't want to say naked, but you know, you get the point. All of a sudden, completely different clothes. Very nice. What's very nice about what they did in the post as well, there are these micro vibrations that they added in post to add a little bit to the intensity of the MV. Very well thought out. It just adds, you know, power to the voice. These shakes. Wait, hold up. What was that? He has like Wolverine arms? He has I mean, to be honest, this is 2012. It's a little bit odd what we see here. It just looks a bit oddly put there. It seems as the knives are not really on him. Then again, it's 2012. You know, the times were just different as now, but interesting. This is the first CGI I saw in the video, and it looks, well, let's not comment on it. But I think for back then, it looks fine. I mean, back then, some CGI just didn't look good either. And like always, you know, the more money you have for CGI, the better it is going to be. The problem is that normally CGI is much more expensive than the entire combined project. And that's the sad truth behind it. And that's why in most cases, especially K-pop videos, they just don't have the budgets for it. Awesome. Like that, again, is such a cool effect. Reminds me a little bit of Knight Rider. Every time when he took a step as well, his flames will be there. Really nice. It shows power. Man, that choreography is on point. And I really mean it. It's just on point. I'm trying to just see if anyone is out of sync a little bit, but it's literally as if they're robots. What is going on? So I want to go back a little bit again because I think it's interesting to talk about the lights again. I already mentioned that it's always important to hide your equipment. I think hiding your equipment is very important. The one thing that disturbs me in this shot, and just from my professional point of view, is that this light here is just a little bit in an awkward situation. It just shows as if they are in a studio, and if it was me, I would have tried to hid it as much as possible. At least try to hide it that you just don't see the source of the light. The one in the background is okay because you can say, well, it's actually far in the background. It might be another city, or you know, you're trying to sell the illusion, but this one makes this one look a little bit weaker. So, you know, small things like that can make a difference to a set. But it does fix itself, however. Because if you look from here, now it looks totally fine because you just don't see the source of light. You see a beam, but you don't know where it actually comes from. It's all about, you know, you don't want to show that equipment on set. That is so cool. I love these effects. I mean... boom, this is just awesome. I don't know what this effect is called at the moment. I've seen it multiple times. I've never did it myself, but it's nice. It's nice that they added it in it. And it also added a bit of a, you know, a snap effect. This really nice. Really, really cool. Also in my last video, it's just about adding sound effects, you know, to a certain shot to make it more alive, to sell the illusion as if you are part or you're sitting right next to it happening to you. Really nice. Awesome. Man, these set designs are crazy. I mean, let's just look at it a little bit more. Just, wow. Looks beautiful. I'm questioning whether this is a blue screen or a green screen. I cannot say. It just looks amazing. If they really built this, that would be amazing. But I can imagine they didn't because it just looks a bit flat. But either way, it just looks nice. I love the contrast as well with the dancers. You know, it makes them stick out. Always very important. Don't make people wear the same colors as the set. I think it's the most ridiculous mistake that a lot of people actually still do today. Awesome. What is that movie called? I think it is called Jumper, if not mistaken, where people can just teleport anywhere around the globe as well. It's amazing. I'm getting that vibe from them right now. Awesome. Man, these effects look fantastic. They are really, I don't know. I just think it makes me want to watch a movie from EXO, you know, them as superheroes. I think this could be a very big hit. SM Entertainment, any group, make a movie with EXO and their superpowers. It could be super nice. A lot of super I'm saying right now, no? What's really cool about this style, you know, 2012, 2009, they're really a big fan of mascara around the eyes. I think it's okay for the era. It was just trending, and I can understand why other people are using this as well. But hey, it's just something I just picked up. I thought I would just mention it very quick. And then also here, we have another special effect with a light coming through it. It looks really good. I mean, for the CGI for 2012, or what they added as special effects, it looks totally fine. Really nice. I'm really just questioning whether this is a studio or not, or if these are just the same locations. If you know, or if you have seen like the behind the scenes, can you just put this in the comments below? Maybe you know the answer, maybe not. Maybe they just didn't have any behind the scenes at this time. But I would love to know about this particular scene because it looks great. And also that the shadows of the dancers are on the floor, it really just sells me as if this could be real, and that is the most important. If it is green screen, they did an amazing job with it. If this is real, they did an amazing job with the set design. It's beautiful. Very nice. This is really my most favorite scene from all of them so far. There's one man just sitting in the middle of the desert with his chair. There's something very eerie about it. It seems very godly, if I can say it, and it gives this feeling as if this person is a god. I don't know if he's one of the superheroes or the superpowers, or I don't know what he has, but it gives me that godly feeling, and it's very cool. Every time I see him, I'm like, oh man, you need to watch out for him. I'm so happy they're not doing these ads anymore. I've seen them multiple times, actually, also with Shiny videos, where they have these ads in the bottom. I think they're fine, but I don't know. There's something about them that just disturbs me because I just cannot focus on the MV anymore. You know, I keep focusing on like, Genie is the music service for smartphone. Not even the English is really that amazing. It's a bit awkward. Anyway, let's continue. Focus on the music. Awesome. Looks fantastic. You know, this video really is just, it's just such an example that CGI can be done correctly. And especially in 2021, 2022, there should not be an excuse for elements to look weird on set. They are really just nailing it on this video from 2012. 10 years ago, they did it correctly. So why are some videos just not as good as this, especially with these small, fine details? Something must have changed throughout the years. Yeah, man, it's just such a godly type of music that I feel. I feel as if something bigger is going to come out of it still. Fire. Again, it looks great for the CGI. Let's see what happens with that earthquake vibration. That must have been cool. So for this particular shot, maybe I would improve it. He does a bit of an earthquake attack. Everything starts shaking. Maybe an alarm or something to trigger this car would have been nice, just to make it seem as if he's just that powerful that he can make cars shake, and you know, just to make it a little bit more powerful. Again, play with the scenario, play with where you are, play with what could happen in a certain scenario. Normally when a car shakes too much, an alarm will go off. That would be super cool for this particular shot. Man, beautiful. Look at the contrasts. Full of detail. full of elements. What up? Was there all of a sudden a mixed or missed focus? Like, what was that? Do you guys see that? All of a sudden the focus is just completely gone. I mean, that must have been an error. Like, I can imagine that he actually focused the wrong direction because the camera is moving backwards, and I think he just focused as if they are in the opposite direction. Small mistake, something I would have picked up, can happen. If you have it, use it. No one is going to notice it. I'm just picking it up to say, look, it's really hard to pull focus correctly. Beautiful. Awesome set. Yeah, what? That is so cool. You wouldn't expect it, but this just looks amazing. It just looks so good as a tattoo. It just looks completely, and I'm just going to say it, it looks fucked, but it looks fucked in a good way. EXO, where is this style today? I would love to see this roughness again in 2022. It seems as if they became a little bit softer, but that might be because of the storytelling. But, yeah, man, this is awesome. Seems as if we're in a bit of a rock band, you know, a real heavy rock band. Awesome. Nice. Great transition. Hold up, is that Kai? No. Is this Kai? Guys, is this Kai? Man, he looks really different. I don't know. Does he look different? It seems he just got more buff over the year. Awesome. Yeah, for example, the alarm here is actually going off. You can see the lights actually flickering. Again, small things like that are just nice, you know, to add. Add a bit of a sound effect. It wouldn't have done too much because they are already throwing lightning in the video, at least the sound effect of lightning and certain other sound effects. Also, have you guys noticed that there's EXO here on the side? Do you guys even see that? You see it. Small little details like that are really cool. So theoretically, if I understand it correctly, and you know, correct me if I'm wrong, of course, EXO is theoretically the Avengers. No? I mean, in their last video, they had a carrier ship, a flying ship. Are they the Avengers, or what do you guys think? Do you think they should maybe make like an Avengers movie where there's actually an enemy? Would have been cool. A bit like a Power Rangers, Avengers type of mix. It's very interesting as well that for this particular video, I would love to see more storytelling than choreography because there's just so many aspects that I'm curious about. Like, what are their superpowers? What are their limits? What can they do? What can they not do? I would love to learn about them. A little bit of a Latin style to it. One more thing that I noticed in the background, again, maybe that's because of the size of the studio they had, but you can more or less see where the smoke machine is. Again, try to hide it as much as possible. Try to not show a heavy amount of smoke here and a smaller amount of smoke here. Maybe use another machine here to equalize it somehow. But again, it's small things like that that I would always say after the video to say, hey, how can we improve? But EXO did go a long way from now, and from where we're here, they did or do have much higher quality videos, and it's just crazy to see where they are right now. Awesome. What an interesting video. Like, literally, you do not see, hey, that's me. That's my other video from EXO. If you haven't watched it, go and check it out. It's right on my channel. I just want to say that I really, really enjoy this video. It's a video that tells a really good story to EXO, and I know you guys actually tried to tell me to, hey, go watch Mama, go watch it. I know you guys said it. I just tried to ignore it because I thought it was not that important, but now that I saw it, it was quite an important puzzle piece that I just tend to ignore. And next time I'll listen to you guys more. What is the video after this one? Is there maybe something that goes more with the superpowers? If you know it, put it in the comments below. I would really love to see a bit of like a story to all the MVs, you know, like what is the correct order to watch them. And maybe we can do this for a marathon and watch it all together and see what their powers are. Even if it takes an hour or 2 hours, let's just do it. Going back to the video, I just want to say that this video is very well thought out. The intro, in my opinion, is a little bit too bright for the rest of the style of the video because everything there is black, while in the starting area, let's go here for example, everything is quite brown and everything is quite bright as well. While if we go to the second phase of the video, it's quite dark themed. Is this smart? It's questionable, you know, maybe there was just an artist, he had a vision and they went with it. Again, I would always try to match the elements together, try to match everything that is there. But again, it reminds me of Avatar: The Last Airbender, not Earthbender, but it's just a very nice effect and a very nice composition that they pulled together here with the artist. It really looks good. For the rest, I think everything looks great. I cannot complain, and I really enjoyed this first intro to EXO's little bit of story time. It's nice and detailed. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, like always, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you are subscribed. And of course, if you do actually want to join some video lessons, I'm still planning to do this on a weekly basis. I just think there are just too little people that want to join in. I sometimes have one person and then they don't stay full time. If you are interested, put it in the comments below. I would gladly start this on a weekly basis with you so we can talk about some small fundamentals when it comes to filmmaking, when it comes to filming itself, and maybe set up different designs or, you know, storytelling. Let's do that. You know, it will be fun, but just tell me in the comments. But for now, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Stay safe, and I'll catch you then. Yeah, my voice is terrible when I try to do acting. I'll catch you then.